Hello, Place of Rescue fans. I'm Kevin Ripa, and this is my Sans 3 Minutes Max. For the programs this week, I want to take a little bit of break, and I want to tell some stories. Tales from the trenches, mistakes that you shouldn't be making, or you need to ask yourself, do I fall into this category, and do I want to fall into this category? We were recently involved in an investigation, a criminal investigation, where it doesn't matter what the charges were, but in this particular case, and we weren't called in to prove or disprove what the accused had done. Our job was twofold. Number one, to find out were these phones handled properly once they were seized, and more importantly, did they turn over all the information? Law enforcement had turned over a hard drive that purported to have all of the contents of a number of portable devices that were seized. And I got involved when the client's counsel reached out and said, we think there's stuff missing from this. And so they said, can you look at it and let us know? I said, well, I can't. I don't know. I can't tell if something's missing from here just by looking at this. I would need a comparison. What do you think is missing? And there was some key files that they were after that they said weren't on the production. So I said, well, in order to find out for sure, we're going to need a copy of the original evidence files because you see, they had turned over Celebrite Reader files. And so Celebrite Reader is a program that takes whatever you want from the forensic image and puts it into an output that an end user can kind of click through and see what's going on. And so I said, well, we need those original UFD files. And so counsel reaches out to law enforcement. Law enforcement at first says, well, we didn't change anything. You've got everything that we have. There's no need for this. And they persisted. And so law enforcement said, well, you know what? We'll make this available. If your guy wants to come in and look at it, he can come in and look at it, and we'll let him see it. But we didn't change anything, and there's nothing missing. You've got everything we've got. So I proceeded on site, at great expense to the client, on site to this police agency to try to get to the bottom of this. And the first thing I noticed when I looked at the actual copies of the evidence files was that the data my client had said was missing from his production, it did exist in these evidence files. But we're out of time. Tomorrow, I'll talk about how this ended. But in the meantime, and in between time, that's it. Another episode of 3 Minutes Max.